Dear Infinitale's truth-seeking community, I hope you're ready for a story that'll blow your mind. Picture a dictator who ruled Iraq with fear for decades, then vanished into the night. How did the US finally catch Saddam Hussein? The answer will shock you, and if you miss it, you'll never see history the same way again. Who was Saddam Hussein? Let's set the stage. Born in 1937 near Tikrit, Iraq, Saddam Hussein clawed his way to power through the Ba'ath Party, becoming president in 1979. His rule was brutal. Think secret police, mass executions, and a cult of personality with his face plastered everywhere, from statues to murals. He led Iraq into devastating wars, like the Iran-Iraq War and the 1991 Gulf War, leaving the country under crippling sanctions. By 2003, the US accused him of hiding weapons of mass destruction (WMDs) and supporting terrorism claims that stirred global controversy. Were they true? Most evidence suggests not, but they set the stage for what came next. The Iraq War begins in March 20, 2003. US-led coalition forces invaded Iraq, aiming to topple Saddam's regime. The invasion was lightning fast. Within 3 weeks, Baghdad fell. On April 9th, US troops and Iraqis toppled a massive Saddam statue in Firdos Square, a moment broadcast worldwide. But here's the catch. Saddam was nowhere to be found. He'd slipped away, leaving the US with a problem. Without capturing him, the insurgency could rally around him, undermining the entire mission. Why was he so hard to find? He was a master of evasion, moving constantly, never staying in one place for long. The frustrating manhunt. The US launched one of history's largest manhunts, codenaming Saddam High-Value Target Number 1. They created a deck of playing cards featuring 52 top Iraqi officials, with Saddam as the ace of spades. A $25 million bounty was placed on his head, and $15 million each for his sons, Uday and Kwesi. Months passed, and tips led to dead-end raids. Civilians were sometimes caught in the crossfire, fueling resentment. In July 2003, a breakthrough came when Uday and Kwesi were killed in Mosul after an informant tipped off US forces. But Saddam? Still a ghost. What was it going to take to find him? A new approach. Enter Staff Sergeant Eric Maddox, an interrogator with a game-changing idea. While others chased high-ranking officials, Maddox focused on Saddam's inner circle, his bodyguards, specifically the al-Muslit family from Tikrit. These were loyalists who'd protected Saddam for years, part of his elite Hamaya guard. Maddox believed they held the key. He started interrogating lower-level associates, offering protection for their families to gain trust. Each conversation was like a puzzle piece, slowly revealing a bigger picture. But would it lead to Saddam? The trail to Muhammad Ibrahim Maddox's interrogations uncovered a name: Muhammad Ibrahim Omar al-Muslit, a trusted bodyguard leading the resistance against US forces. Through relentless questioning, Maddox traced a network starting with Muhammad's nephew, then his business associates, and finally his driver, Basim Latif. The breakthrough came from Muhammad's son, Muslit, who mentioned his father's fishing trips at a pond in Samara. This seemed trivial, but Maddox recalled a housekeeper's comment about Saddam's love for Muscoof fish. Could this be the link? It was a long shot, but Maddox followed it, leading to a raid in Baghdad where Muhammad was captured. Operation Red Dawn. December 13, 2003. Operation Red Dawn launched in Ad-Dor, near Tikrit. Task Force 121, including Delta Force, descended on a farm with Muhammad Ibrahim in custody. They searched 2 farmhouses. Nothing. Just as hope faded, Muhammad kicked at a rope in the ground near a shack. Soldiers uncovered a trapdoor leading to an 8-foot-deep spider hole, lined with bricks and equipped with a fan. As they prepared to toss a grenade, hands emerged, followed by a bearded, haggard man. "My name is Saddam Hussein," he said. "I am the president of Iraq, and I want to negotiate." Delta Force operator Kevin Holland, who was there, recalled, "We pulled him out, and a big Texan knocked him down after seeing his Glock 15. I told him, President Bush sends his regards." Saddam, though defeated, remained defiant. touching soldiers' hands as if asserting control. Saddam's capture. The power of intelligence's James Ferguson highlighted the Muslit family's role. A raid on Omar el-Muslat's farm gave us photos of key figures, giving us something to look for. Maddox's human intelligence approach building trust, not fear, was the key. It wasn't drones or tanks but conversations that found Saddam. Operation Red Dawn. But what happened after they got him? The announcement, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got him." Paul Bremer's words echoed worldwide, announcing Saddam's capture. The image of a disheveled Saddam, once a symbol of power, shocked Iraqis who saw him as untouchable. It was a propaganda win for the US, but the war was far from over. Insurgency grew, and the absence of WMDs fueled global criticism. WMD controversy. Trial and execution. Saddam was tried for crimes against humanity, notably the 1982 jail massacre, where 148 Shiites were killed. The trial, broadcast live, was chaotic. Saddam often disrupted proceedings. On November 5, 2006, he was sentenced to death and executed on December 30, 2006, sparking mixed reactions. Some saw justice, others saw a rushed process. Execution details. Cultural legacy. Spider hole image became a cultural touchstone, spawning memes and documentaries. It symbolized the fall of a tyrant, but also raised questions about the war's cost thousands of lives and billions of dollars for a conflict with no clear exit strategy. Historians still debate its impact. Cultural impact. What it means for you. Saddam's capture shows that even the most powerful can fall, but it also reminds us that victory in war doesn't guarantee peace. It's a lesson in the power of persistence and the complexity of global conflicts. What other historical moments shaped our world like this? If this story blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe for more history unveiled. Comment, "I'm in," if this changed how you see the Iraq War, and tell me, what other mysteries should we explore? Don't forget the bell icon. See you next time.